Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how we often spend our whole lives trying to stay healthy, but there's always one piece of the puzzle that seems just out of reach? Maybe you've tried everything from exercise to diet, but still feel something is missing. The truth is, there's a simple practice that could change everything for you, your body, your mind, and your overall happiness. And it's not just for the young or the flexible. This is for anyone ready to take control and feel truly empowered. Make no mistake, this one practice could be the final step you've been looking for, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how it can transform your life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. It's never too late to regain your strength and energy, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. Age does not have to dictate your quality of life, and you certainly don't have to accept a future defined by limitations just because the years are passing by. Today, I'm excited to share 5 simple, yet incredibly powerful practices that can help you feel stronger, move more freely, and truly embrace each day with renewed confidence. These are not difficult changes. In fact, they are small steps you can start implementing immediately. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll feel more inspired than ever to take action, because the last 2 tips I'm about to reveal will be total game changers in your journey toward revitalization. The ultimate goal here is not just about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years. You deserve to wake up every single day with the energy and vitality to face whatever comes your way. You deserve to feel strong, capable, and vibrant, no matter your age. So stay with me, because this is the first step toward reclaiming your strength and mobility. And yes, it's possible. I know the idea of aging can sometimes feel overwhelming, but aging doesn't mean you have to stop moving. It doesn't mean your life has to shrink in any way. It simply means your body is changing and you need to change the way you care for it. Too many people accept stiffness, weakness, and sluggishness as an inevitable part of getting older, but let me tell you, this is a lie. So much of what we attribute to aging is caused by inactivity. If you stop moving, your body slows down. The truth is, you can reverse these changes and feel alive again. Take Barbara, for example. She started to notice that the more she avoided movement, the weaker she became. The weaker her muscles got, the harder it was to move. And the harder it was to move, the more she felt the effects of aging. It became a vicious cycle that not only affected her body, but also her mind, making her feel older and more defeated than she was. But here's the breakthrough. When Barbara decided to take small steps, things started to shift. The fact is, your body is built to move. Your muscles are meant to stretch, your joints to bend, and your heart to pump with purpose. The moment you stop moving regularly, your body begins to weaken. Your joints stiffen and your energy drains. Think of it like a car that sits in the garage for months without ever being driven. The engine struggles to turn over, the tires lose air, and the battery dies. Your body works the same way. If you don't keep it in motion, it will struggle. But when you start moving again, even in small ways, it remembers what it's capable of. It responds with newfound strength, energy, and vitality. The solution doesn't need to be overwhelming. You don't need to run marathons to feel better. Start small where you are. If a long walk seems like too much, take a short walk around your house. If your body feels stiff in the mornings, gently stretch before getting out of bed. If stairs intimidate you, practice stepping up and down on just one step. These little actions might seem insignificant, but trust me, they add up quickly. Barbara began by walking just 5 minutes a day. Within a few weeks, she could feel a noticeable difference. Her legs were stronger, her balance had improved, and best of all, her confidence soared. Imagine the freedom of walking without pain, bending without fear, and feeling the weight of the years lift just by taking simple actions each day. I can't stress this enough. You are never too old to rebuild strength and mobility. It's not about age, it's about resilience. Your body is incredibly adaptable and it responds to what you do every single day. Movement is not optional if you want to keep your independence and your vitality. It is essential. Another challenge that often creeps up as we age is constant fatigue. It's that feeling of waking up in the morning already drained, feeling like you've run a marathon without even getting out of bed. By afternoon, you can't imagine doing anything else but sitting down to rest, and by evening, despite having barely done anything, you're utterly exhausted. Barbara experienced this too, and like so many, she assumed it was just a normal part of getting older. But here's the reality check. Fatigue is often a sign of poor habits, not of age. Things like poor sleep, dehydration, and lack of movement are often the culprits behind that heavy, drained feeling. If you're constantly exhausted, it's time to take a hard look at what's truly going on with your body. Are you drinking enough water? Dehydration can easily mimic fatigue, and you might not even realize you're dehydrated. Are you getting quality, restful sleep? If your sleep is disrupted, it can lead to brain fog, low energy, and even increased stress. Are you moving enough during the day? Ironically, the less you move, the more tired you feel. So the solution isn't just more rest, it's about improving your daily habits to truly feel revitalized. Here's how you can begin. Start with hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day will make a world of difference. It may sound simple, but many people overlook it. Just think about how much better you feel when you're properly hydrated. Next, pay attention to your sleep. If you're struggling to sleep well, it might be time to reevaluate your habits. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid screens before bedtime to let your body wind down naturally, and create a calm environment that supports restful sleep. Small changes can make a huge impact on your energy levels. Don't let age be an excuse. You can feel stronger, more vibrant, and more alive than you ever thought possible. You deserve to reclaim your energy, rebuild your strength, and live with a renewed sense of purpose. Let today be the day you take control, because your best days are still ahead. Third, move your body. Now, this may seem counterintuitive at first, especially if you're feeling sluggish or dealing with aches and pains, but I promise you, incorporating even small amounts of movement into your day will help boost your energy rather than drain it. The idea that exercise will exhaust you is simply a misconception. When Barbara started making these changes in her routine, she was shocked at how much better she felt. It wasn't just a slight improvement, it was a transformation. Rather than dragging herself from one task to the next, she found herself waking up with more energy and a renewed sense of motivation. She realized something incredibly important. Aging wasn't what was slowing her down, it was her habits. Fatigue doesn't have to be your reality. It's a sign that your body is asking for something more, something better. And when you make small, intentional adjustments to your daily routine, you'll start feeling a noticeable difference in your energy levels in just a few days. It's not magic, it's your body responding to the care and attention you're giving it. If there's one key difference that separates those who age with strength, vitality, and grace from those who struggle, it's their mindset. How you choose to think about aging can directly impact how you experience it. Barbara had spent years thinking she was too old to exercise, too old to try new things, too old to make any changes. But when she started challenging those beliefs and changing her perspective, it wasn't just about physical activity anymore. It was about believing in her capacity to change. She stopped seeing age as a limitation and started seeing it as an opportunity to take better care of herself, to nourish her body and mind, and to live with intention and purpose. When she embraced this mindset, her body followed. If you believe you're too old to improve, you'll prove yourself right. But if you believe that you're capable of change, no matter your age, you'll prove that right too. The choice is in your hands. You are not too old to move. You are not too old to regain your strength. You are certainly not too old to feel good again, and you are not too old to live life on your terms. So here's my challenge for you today. Start now. Take one small step, whether it's drinking more water, stretching when you wake up, or standing up more often throughout the day. Every small action you take today is an investment in your future self. And I promise you, your future self will thank you for it. But this is just the beginning. In the next section, I'm going to share the most overlooked yet incredibly powerful factor in staying strong, healthy, and independent as you age. It's something that you might not even think about, but it plays a massive role in your overall health and well-being. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Barbara had made up her mind. She wasn't going to let age hold her back. She started walking more, drinking more water, and paying closer attention to her sleep. She felt good, but there was still something holding her back. Some mornings she still woke up groggy. On certain days her legs felt heavy, like they didn't want to move. And in the afternoons that familiar wave of exhaustion would start creeping in, no matter how much she had rested. It was frustrating. She felt like she was doing everything right, so why wasn't she feeling as energized as she thought she should? That's when she discovered one of the most important, yet most overlooked factors in aging well: sleep. Most people don't realize just how much sleep affects everything, from your energy levels to memory to even how easily you move. Sleep isn't just about resting, it's about rebuilding and about strengthening. Every night, your body goes through a deep repair process. It strengthens your muscles, restores your energy, and sharpens your brain. But if your sleep is poor, this vital process is interrupted, leaving you feeling drained, sluggish, and mentally foggy. Barbara took a hard look at her sleep habits, and what she found was eye-opening. She wasn't just getting older, she was running on empty because her body wasn't getting the opportunity to fully recover each night. Does this sound familiar to you? Waking up multiple times during the night, tossing and turning, or feeling tired even after a full night's sleep? You might think it's just part of aging, but the truth is, you have more control over your sleep than you realize. Here's what Barbara did to transform her nights, and you can do the same. First, she established a regular sleep schedule. She went to bed at the same time every night and woke up at the same time every morning. It sounds simple, but your body thrives on routine. Creating consistency in your sleep patterns signals to your body when it's time to wind down and when it's time to wake up. Next, she created a relaxing wind-down ritual. About an hour before bed, she turned off all electronics, dimmed the lights, and even took a warm bath to relax her muscles. Third, she turned her bedroom into a sanctuary, a peaceful, calming environment with no distractions, no bright lights, no screens, just a place of rest. Within just 1 week, she started waking up feeling refreshed instead of feeling drained. Her mind was clearer, her body felt stronger, and her energy levels soared. This is your reminder. You deserve deep, restorative sleep. Don't let poor sleep rob you of your strength, vitality, and zest for life. Try these simple changes and see the difference for yourself. But Barbara wasn't done yet. There was still one more challenge ahead, something even more dangerous than poor sleep. Something we're all guilty of, the hidden danger in our daily routines. If I asked you how much time you spend sitting each day, what would you say? A few hours, maybe 5? Now double that. Most people don't realize just how much time they spend sitting. Whether it's during meals, watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or just relaxing, sitting has become the default mode for so much of our lives. Barbara was no different. She thought she was staying active enough. After all, she took short walks and moved around the house. But when she started tracking how much time she spent sitting, she was shocked to discover that on an average day, she spent over 8 hours sitting. Here's the scary part. The longer you sit, the harder it becomes to get back up. When you sit for long periods, your blood circulation slows down, your muscles weaken, your flexibility decreases, and over time, these effects add up. That's why simple movements like standing up from a chair or climbing stairs start to feel harder than they used to. Barbara didn't want that to happen to her, and I know you don't want it to happen to you either. So here's what she did and what you can do starting today. Take breaks. Stand up every hour. Walk around. Stretch. It's not about running marathons. It's about keeping your body engaged, keeping your muscles active, and keeping your circulation flowing. Start now, and you'll thank yourself later. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. First, stand up every hour. I know it might sound simple, but this small change can make a huge difference. It doesn't take much. Just standing up and stretching for a minute can completely shift how you feel throughout the day. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of sitting, especially with all the distractions we face, but trust me, every time you take a break to stand, you're allowing your body to recharge. If you need a reminder, set an alarm on your phone or a timer to ensure you're getting up regularly. It's an effortless change with powerful results. Second, incorporate movement into your everyday activities. Barbara was amazed at how this simple adjustment transformed her routine. She started marching in place while brushing her teeth, pacing around the house while on the phone, and even stretching while watching TV. These little acts of movement, which might seem insignificant, really do add up. She didn't need a structured workout plan to make a difference. She just needed to look for opportunities to move, and she found them everywhere. Third, move a habit, not a chore. So many people treat exercise as a task to tick off, but it doesn't have to be that way. Barbara didn't force herself into intense, grueling workouts. Instead, she looked for small, fun ways to move more throughout the day. She'd park farther from the store to get a few extra steps in, take the stairs instead of the elevator, and even dance around the kitchen while preparing dinner. These were moments of joy, not obligations. It's all about moving a seamless part of your lifestyle, something that feels natural, not like a punishment. Within weeks, Barbara started feeling lighter. Her legs moved more easily, and best of all, she didn't feel trapped by her stiffness anymore. The simple act of moving just a little more every day was transforming her body and her life. I want to be clear here. Movement is the key to keeping your independence. The longer you sit still, the harder it becomes to move. One day you might find yourself struggling to do something as simple as getting out of a chair or walking across the room. But you have the power to change that now. Every step you take today is a step toward a better, more active future. Your future self will thank you. Barbara was feeling better than ever. She was sleeping well, moving more, and regaining control over her energy. But despite all the progress she had made, there was still one thing missing. Something was off. Her joints felt a little stiff some days, her mood would dip unexpectedly, and she couldn't quite put her finger on why. It was frustrating because she was doing everything right. That's when her doctor asked her a simple question that would change everything. How often do you go outside? Barbara paused. Sure, she took short walks here and there, but most of her time was spent indoors. She hadn't thought about how staying inside could be affecting her well-being. What she learned next was a game changer. While most people know that sunlight helps the body produce vitamin D, few realize just how essential it is, especially as we age. Vitamin D plays a massive role in keeping our bones strong, our muscles flexible, and our joints pain-free. Without enough of it, bones weaken and falls become more likely. The movement starts to feel stiff and difficult. And here's the kicker. As we age, our ability to produce vitamin D naturally decreases. This means if you're not getting enough sunlight, your body is missing out on one of the most powerful free health boosters available. Barbara had never connected the dots between her joint pain, occasional fatigue, and lack of sunlight, but when she decided to give it a try, the results were nothing short of transformative. Every morning, she stepped outside for just 10 minutes. No complicated routine, no extra effort. She simply sat on her porch and let the sunlight touch her skin. In just a few weeks, Barbara noticed a difference. Her mood lifted, her joints felt looser, and she even started sleeping better. And this isn't just anecdotal. Science backs this up. Studies show that regular exposure to sunlight improves sleep, mood, immune function, and even brain health. So let me ask you, how much time do you spend outdoors each day? If your answer is not much, it's time to make a change. Here's how you can start reaping the benefits of sunlight today. First, aim for just 10 to 15 minutes of sunlight per day. Morning sun is best because it helps regulate your sleep cycle, but any time of day is better than none. Second, make it a part of your daily routine. Drink your coffee outside, take a short walk after lunch, or simply sit by a window where sunlight can reach you. Third, don't forget to protect your skin. Wear sunscreen if you'll be outside for longer periods, but don't be afraid of the sun. Your body needs it, and it will thank you for it. Barbara was stunned by how much of a difference this simple habit made. She was starting to feel like herself again, stronger, happier, and more energetic. But she wasn't done yet. She knew that while sunlight was a great boost, there was one more thing she needed to do to ensure her body kept moving with ease, something that would guarantee she never lost her independence. One morning, as Barbara bent down to tie her shoe, she felt a familiar ache in her knees. It was subtle, but she knew exactly what it meant. Her legs were getting weaker. Even with all the progress she had made, she realized she hadn't been doing anything specific to strengthen them. And if she didn't start now, she knew what was coming next. Difficulty standing up, unsteady balance, and a higher risk of falling. She had seen it happen to so many of her friends. A simple fall, a fractured hip, and suddenly their whole world changed. Barbara wasn't going to let that be her story. She made a commitment to her legs, her mobility, and her future. The truth is that your leg muscles are the foundation of your mobility. They are what keep you independent. The moment they weaken, everyday activities like standing, walking, and climbing stairs start to feel harder. But here's the good news. It doesn't take much to strengthen them. Barbara didn't sign up for a gym or spend hours on exercise routines. She simply started doing a few minutes of leg exercises every day. And within weeks, she felt the difference. Getting out of a chair was easier, walking longer distances was no problem, climbing stairs, she did it without hesitation. So don't wait for your legs to become a problem. Strengthen them now while you still can. It's never too late to take control of your mobility, your independence, and your future. Start today and feel the difference tomorrow. If Barbara can do it, so can you. The key to maintaining strength and mobility is consistency. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Here are 3 simple leg exercises that you can start right now with no special equipment required. First, chair squats. Sit down in a chair, then stand up without using your hands. The beauty of this move is that it engages your quads, hamstrings, and glutes, all essential muscles for maintaining balance and mobility. Do this 5 to 10 times to wake up your leg muscles and build strength. It's a small effort with a big payoff. Second, leg lifts. While sitting comfortably in a chair, extend one leg straight out in front of you. Hold it for a few seconds, and then lower it back down. Repeat on the other side. This exercise targets your thigh muscles, which are crucial for supporting your body and improving balance. Start with a few reps on each leg and increase as you feel stronger. Third, heel raises. Find something sturdy to hold on to, like a countertop or the back of a chair. Rise onto your toes, hold for a second, and then slowly lower back down. This strengthens your calves, improves circulation, and helps prevent swelling in your legs. It's simple, but highly effective in keeping your lower body strong and healthy. Remember, the key isn't doing a lot. It's doing something, every single day. Barbara started with just a few minutes a day. It wasn't about perfection, it was about consistency. Now, she moves with confidence, knowing that her legs can carry her wherever she wants to go. That's what I want for you too, because losing mobility isn't just about not being able to walk, it's about losing freedom. And you can prevent that. You can keep your independence and feel vibrant starting today. But Barbara's journey wasn't over yet. She had made incredible progress, but there was still one final step to take, a simple practice that would not only keep her body strong, but also bring peace, clarity, and balance to her life. It was something she had never tried before, but once she did, she knew she had found the missing piece of the puzzle. In the next section, I'll show you how this practice can transform everything, your body, your mind, and your overall happiness. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Barbara had come so far. She was moving more, sitting less, sleeping better, soaking up the sun, and strengthening her legs. Her body was feeling better than it had in years, but she still felt like something was missing. Even though her body was getting stronger, she sometimes felt a deep tension in her muscles, like a stiffness she couldn't shake. Some days she'd wake up feeling like her joints just didn't want to move. Then there were the mental challenges that aging often brings. Worries crept in. What if she had a bad fall? What if she lost her independence? What if all the progress she had made started slipping away? The fear of the unknown loomed in the back of her mind, and no matter how much better she felt physically, she knew she needed something to help her feel more in control, not just of her body, but of her thoughts. That's when she discovered yoga and Tai Chi. At first she was skeptical. She thought those practices were for young, flexible people, certainly not for someone in her 70s. But after just 1 week of practicing, she realized something incredible. This was the missing piece. Her body felt looser, more balanced, and more flexible. Her mind felt calmer, clearer, and more focused. And the best part, she could do it right in her living room with no fancy equipment or expensive classes. If you've ever felt stiff, tense, or unsteady on your feet, I want you to pay attention to this. Yoga and Tai Chi aren't just physical exercises. They are powerful tools for improving balance, calming the mind, and connecting deeply with your body. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the biggest reasons people lose their independence as they age is because they lose their balance. It doesn't happen overnight, but gradually. You start feeling less steady. You begin to avoid certain movements because they make you feel off balance. You hesitate before stepping off a curb, reaching for something on a high shelf, or walking across uneven ground. And then, one day, a fall happens. For many seniors, a fall can be life-changing. It can mean hospital visits, long recovery times, and for some, the end of independent living. Barbara had seen it happen to friends, and she didn't want that to be her story. So when she discovered that yoga and Tai Chi are scientifically proven to improve balance and coordination, she knew she had to give them a try. She started small, just 5 minutes a day. She learned simple moves that gently stretched her muscles and activated her core. She practiced slow, mindful movements that helped her feel more grounded and steady. And within weeks, she noticed something incredible. Her fear of falling started to fade. She no longer hesitated before stepping onto uneven sidewalks. She felt stronger on her feet, and most importantly, she trusted her body again. This is the secret to staying mobile for life. Balance. It's not just about avoiding falls, it's about feeling secure, confident, and in control of your body. With yoga and Tai Chi, you can restore balance to your life both physically and mentally. You'll stand taller, walk with greater ease, and carry a sense of calm confidence that transcends your physical body. So, I challenge you today to give it a try. You don't need to be flexible or young to benefit from these practices. You just need to commit to trying. Start with just a few minutes a day and see how it feels. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you want to stay steady, strong, and independent for as long as possible, this is your answer. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to be athletic. You just need to start. The beauty of this journey is that it doesn't require perfection, just a willingness to begin. The transformation Barbara experienced didn't happen overnight, and it doesn't have to for you either. You have the power to make meaningful changes in your life, one step at a time. Yoga and Tai Chi are more than just physical exercises. They're practices that bring profound peace and clarity to your body and mind. One of the most surprising benefits of these practices isn't just about strengthening your muscles or improving your balance. It's about calming your mind, reducing stress, and reconnecting with the present moment. For Barbara, stress was something she carried with her every day. She worried about her health, her future, and being a burden to her family. These worries often weighed her down and sometimes kept her awake at night, tossing and turning in bed. But when Barbara began practicing yoga and Tai Chi, something shifted. Slowly, she started to feel lighter, not just in her body, but in her mind. Yoga taught her how to breathe deeply, to center herself, and to release the tension that she had been holding on to for years. Tai Chi helped her move with grace and control, and with an inner calm that flowed through her body and into her everyday life. With each breath, each movement, she began to feel a sense of peace she hadn't known in a long time. It wasn't just about physical strength. It was about mental and emotional well-being too. For the first time in years, Barbara felt truly present. She wasn't dwelling on the past, nor was she consumed by fear of the future. She was just here, in the moment, feeling good. And I want you to know, you can feel that way too. You deserve to feel lighter, freer, and more at peace with yourself, no matter what stage of life you're in. So how can you begin today? The good news is you don't need a fancy studio or expensive classes to start practicing yoga or Tai Chi. All you need is a little time, a quiet space, and the willingness to show up for yourself. Here's how to begin. First, start with just 5 minutes. Stand up, take a deep breath, and gently stretch your arms over your head. Allow your body to wake up and feel the gentle stretch in your muscles. This simple action of stretching and breathing is an invitation for your body to relax and open up. Second, focus on slow, controlled movements. Try lifting one foot slightly off the ground, then lowering it. This simple action of balancing helps build strength in your legs, improves coordination, and boosts your confidence in your body. Don't rush it. Take your time and focus on your breath, feeling the connection between your body and your mind. And third, don't worry about perfection. The goal isn't to master difficult poses or achieve some ideal vision of flexibility. The goal is to move, breathe, and allow your body to feel good. It's about starting where you are and celebrating the small victories, no matter how simple they may seem. Barbara didn't start out knowing how to do everything perfectly. She didn't have all the answers, and she didn't set lofty goals for herself. She just started. She started moving, she started breathing, and she started being present with herself. And that's where the real change began. Day by day, step by step, Barbara took small actions that led to big transformations. You can do this too. The choice is yours. You don't have to overhaul your life all at once, and you don't have to follow a rigid, complicated plan. You just need to decide that you want to feel good again, and then take that first step. Whether it's stretching in the morning, practicing mindful movements, or simply breathing deeply, every small change you make will add up. And before you know it, you'll be feeling stronger, calmer, and more balanced in ways you never imagined. So why wait? Your journey starts now. As we wrap up today's journey together, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've learned so far. From simple leg exercises to the powerful benefits of yoga and Tai Chi, we've explored easy, practical ways to boost our strength, mobility, and mental clarity. We've seen how small, consistent actions can make a big difference in our health and well-being, and how embracing the present moment can bring peace and balance into our lives. Now I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to bring into your life? Whether it's a new movement practice, a small habit, or a mindset shift, I'd love for you to share it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content designed to help you live a healthier, happier life. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.